So if there's one thing that we all know as figure collectors is that collecting figures is expensive. So what we're going to do today is we're going to clone our figures. Ooh, clone the ones we've got. It's going to be awesome. Now, when thinking about what figure to clone, two came to mind. One was Naruto Uzumaki from Naruto because Shadow clones. The other one, of course, is the waifu, Kurumi Tokisaki. So I'm going to be cloning her in today's video. I've got a feeling this one's going to be a good video. So let's roll intro and get straight into it. What's up there? Welcome to a brand new video on V2. In today's video, we're going to be cloning your anime figures. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this and hit the subscribe button for more anime figure tutorials just like this one. So when cloning your anime figures, I always find it's best to either go for like Nendroids or Figma. Reason being is that we can pose these in different ways. If you just go for your scale figure, some might work. However, I think with the Nendroids or Figma, because you can pose them, it makes it a little bit more interesting. So let's jump into Photoshop and I'll show you what images I have. Right, so I've taken 3 images of my Kurumi Nendroid. We have this one here, got that creepy one chilling in the back, and then I've got this main one at the front. So when taking these photos, what you want to make sure is that exposure is the same throughout all the photos. Do not move your camera at all, and it's probably best to shoot this on manual mode rather than using autofocus because it will track in and out and it can distort the image. So back into Photoshop. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to work on these first 2 layers. So this Kurumi here and that Kurumi there. There's multiple ways that you can do this. We can either use the pen tool, we can use masks, or we can just erase it. Doing this today, I'm just going to do a really kind of simple, messy job of it, basically just showing you how it works. So bear with me, okay? Bear with it. So jumping back into Photoshop, what we're going to do first of all, well, I think we'll just look at the eraser tool. So we've got the eraser over here. What I find it's best to do is to rasterize these. So right click on your layer and then go to Rasterize Layer. This basically means we can make any adjustments that we want. What we're going to do is we're going to select on our top layer. Going to grab the eraser tool over here. Seeing the size is about all right, and we'll just phew, there she is. Erase that layer underneath, and you will reveal the hidden Kurumi. So if there's one thing that we've noticed from doing this, if you look really closely at the top, just over here, yeah, I shot this on autofocus, and this is the effect of what happens if you are shooting like that. Obviously, as I focused into this other Kurumi, it pulled focus a little bit and it moved this grated image slightly. So, you know, but it's fine. We're humans. We all make mistakes. What defines us is how we rectify these mistakes. Let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get all of this Kurumi over here. Now I've got these 2. What I want to do is I want to merge these 2 beasts together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Control or Command if you're on Mac, select the other layer, and these 2 are now selected. Right click on this, and then we are going to go to Merge Layers. Boom, there they are. So let's get this other Kurumi into place. Here she is. What you can also kind of do as well is lower the opacity to make sure that everything's within the boundary you want them. So lowering this opacity down, you can see that this gate is definitely not lined because of the autofocus. So let's paint these away, get Kurumi out, and we'll fix it. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to use a layer mask, and then we're going to paint away what's underneath that mask so it doesn't affect the main image on top. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to click this little button around here, which is a layer mask. So we've got a layer mask over here. Then we want to select the brush tool. So we've got white and black. Black is going to remove, and if you go to white, it's going to paint back that mask. Back to black on here, and we're going to bring the brush up so it's a nice big brush. That's what we're after. And what we want to make sure is that our mode is on normal, and we're just going to paint away. Here we go. So obviously take your time when you're doing this. Big brushes over here. We kind of got lucky really, because some of the background underneath that was uneven is kind of all being duplicated to that main layer now. So that is awesome. It's going to keep masking this away. Masking away. I tend to get as much done as I can before having to zoom in on these little areas. Starting to look awesome. Right then. So what we want to do now is zoom in. So hold Alt, scroll in, just to get to these areas over here. I'll probably bring my brush size down a little bit as well. And it's best to do single kind of clicks. It's a really tedious, time-consuming task, this one, but the more time spent nitpicking away at this, the better your end result will be. So we'll keep going. And for argument's sake, say if we accidentally slipped, well, oh no, there we've cut through it. We can either Control Z, which will remove it, or if we do the same again, we can just swap back to the white, and then we'll paint Kurumi back in, go back to black, and then same as before. Baby strokes, baby strokes. We want to get this as close to the image as we can without affecting the one on top. Nice and easy. It's just keeping it slow, keeping it slow. Obviously, as we go on, we're going to increase and decrease our brush size. It's starting to look good. Now, if we zoom out of here, we can see that we're starting to get our desired image. All we need to do now is go in, sort out the fine details, and the hard work is the bars for this one here. So like I said, doing it on a plain background is going to be a lot easier. So if we zoom in here, we look at these bars. So as soon as I swoop, look at that magic. The bar is back in place. Beautifully done. Let's make it nice and even. Little baby strokes. Here we go. It's looking good. Another thing you may have noticed is that in this photo, there is a tiny bit of like cotton or dust, I think, that didn't get removed while I was shooting this. So to remove that, we'll use the healing tool. So we zoom in on this little beast over here. You can see it just over here. What we want to do is go to Spot Healing Brush right here, and then select the layer underneath. Usually you want to do kind of baby steps with this, but sometimes you can get lucky. So if we go, whoop, there we go. And it's gone. Which is awesome. I'm just going to kind of clone stamp it now. So use the clone stamp tool, hold Alt, select an area, and we're just going to kind of tidy this up. Couple of clicks, just to make it a little less obvious that we've used a brush here. Zoom out, and you can kind of tell, but if I hadn't have told you before, you probably wouldn't have noticed. So that's cool. So now we're just going to go back in and quickly fine tune those details to get this as good looking as possible. Merge these layers, make sure those gates are all lined. It's gonna be awesome. Right, and here we go. This is what I've done here, and I'm happy with that. I think it looks really good. Like, there's a couple of areas that maybe are a bit off, but for a quick just shebang tutorial, I'm happy with that, and I think it looks really cool. So here is the final image, and here is the edited version of it. Looks awesome. Of course, if you're just doing this for fun, you can do it exactly like this. If you're doing this as like kind of paid work, or you want it to be a bit more professional, it's probably best using the pen tool. But I think it looks really cool and it's awesome. Here's another couple of shots that I did using the same technique. And there we go, that's how to clone your anime figures. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial here. Like always, if you're gonna give this a shot, don't forget to tag me in those pictures on social media. I'd love to see what images you clone and how they turn out. I think it'd be really awesome. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Check out my other links in the description and subscribe for more anime figure tutorials just like this one. Till next time, my fellow weebs, peace!